Alright, so hello, Nia. What I want to start now is a series on e-biking in China, because the e-bike is something I consider to be one of the essential tools for a foreigner to live comfortably in China to have. Certainly in terms of convenience and transportation, even just the dynamics of transportation in every Chinese city. And if you pile on top of that your unfamiliarity with the city, this tool here is pretty key to getting around, and saving money, I think, in the long run. This bike here, this is my new bike in Changzhou. I've been riding bikes for about 4 years here now in China. And this one cost about 2,800 RMB, which is going to be around 420, 450, $420, $450 in American currency. Today's episode, I just kind of want to go through the basics of an e-bike, and kind of show you how they work. A lot of people, certainly they're something that you don't see every day in the United States. There's many different models of e-bikes, ranging from the Transformer one, which I call here, that's about a mid-range bike in terms of cost and speed and performance. There are crotch rockets, which are probably the high ends. There are some kind of Nouveau design ones, or Nouveau Deco ones. They're also high ends, and then you got your basic Vespas, and you got even your sort of like, I don't know, they're almost like kiddie bikes, and those are the cheapest. Okay, when I kind of go over the e-bike, here's the charger, and you just kind of plug it in. It's kind of complicated, but fixing down here is where it kind of plugs it into the bike. It's going to plug those in. It takes about 6 to 8 hours to get a full charge on the bike. Full charge probably gets you about 71 kilometers, which is what, 47 miles or something like that. That's the specs of this bike, or the performance of this bike. A couple other things. You got your keys. These things here. And keys going over here. Get your ignition down here. Now you turn it to the right. Let's see, it's on. I think it gives you your ignition. Turn it to the left. You pop your seat compartment here. And the seat compartment is what I kind of hold in here. I got a extra duffel bag here, which I carry for the grocery. I carry my goggles. I think those are kind of essential for driving here. This is a rain poncho, which goes over the entire bike. Goes over the rear view mirrors and over the seat and over your head like a poncho. I also carry in here a couple things of water, an umbrella, some tissue, a little bit something to eat, and some bungee cords, mostly for my guitar if I have to carry anything. So all goes in here. So this here is your kill switch, which shuts off all power to your bike, kills the battery. And that's your seat compartment. Most e-bikes have those seat compartments, so it comes in very handy. Down here is kind of where you see, this is where I carry most of my stuff, and this is pretty important because it's pretty important for me to have that space, and I think anybody who's going to be living in China or is new to China, because you're going to find yourself carrying a lot of stuff home, especially those first month, and having the space here to hold the items is pretty essential. Okay, here you got your lights. Lights. You got a high beam and a low beam here. I've been having some trouble with that one though. Got your horn here. And over here is your speeds. You got a high speed, a low speed, and your medium speed. Well, that's pretty much how she got it. Here's your brakes. Unfortunately, this bike doesn't have a cruise control, and that's something I kind of miss that my other bikes had, because it came in pretty handy when you're going pretty far and you get sick of your one hand having to be on the right hand throttle the whole time, like this one. This is your throttle. All right, down here you got your brakes. You can tighten them here. I found that they're disc brakes. I found they last at least a year. I've never had any trouble with my brakes. You know, I've tightened them from time to time, but never had any trouble. Tires also, never had any flats or anything like that, so I'm going to give them a year. Interesting thing about this bike is I was told that these tires were not regulation tires, though they are regulation tires. Just about every bike has the same size tire. So I think that was just kind of dodge out of getting me a license plate, which is something that whenever you buy an e-bike, they tend to issue your license plate there based on your passport. This time they didn't do that, said it was too much trouble. I haven't gotten into any problems here in Changzhou without the license plate, though the police officers do enforce it. You see them out and giving tickets. They just ignore foreigners, ignore the hassle, I guess. Now, an e-bike has two kickstands. You got one that's just for leaning. So, just kind of in a rush and you just want to lean it up, you can do that. Or the main kickstand is this. It takes a little more effort. So, get it in there, kick it, and you push it up. It brings it up. That gets your dog wheel off the ground, so you can actually see what kind of, if it's running or not. Shock absorbers also haven't had any problems. Another thing is bike locks. This is a new bike lock they gave me. Usually there's these big U ones that you just kind of lock through these spokes in the rim. But this is kind of new, and it locks the disc, brake disc. You gotta put it on here. Slip it through the hole. And it gives you your lock. Kind of a new deal. Takes up a little bit of space. A little less intrusive to my sight. So this is the lock I use now. I wasn't Nanjing to do this up in my hallway, actually, because I used to take the e-bike up there to charge, but it didn't have one of these garages as far as I know. So I'd take it up to my apartment, and I would just get a bucket of water and do it out in front of my apartment in the hallway, and mop up after myself. Other times I was at school, so I had access to water outside there. But here, I'm trying to figure out how to go about this the best way. That's all I got. These different designs.